Browser attacks are not the only types of attacks that we can do against clients. I could, for example, look for FTP here, and there's a particular one that I am looking for, although certainly not the only one that's available, but it is one that we can play with a little bit here. I've got a fuzzer module here. What this is going to do is it's going to give me the ability to test an FTP client. I'm going to use that, and then outside of here, I'm going to need an FTP client to play around with. And so I'm going to use one called transmit. Now I can show my options here. And the first thing I need to do is I need to set my serve host. So I'm going to say set SRV host to be 192.168.86.22. And then I can just leave everything else alone because that's all going to be okay. Over here, I'm going to set my client to be 192.168.86.22. And then I'm just going to plug some values in here. I need to start up my exploit over here. So I've got a server started. Let me just drag the client over here so you can see a little bit of what's going on. I've got some responses that are just being sent back to the client. Every time I do something here, I get some random values back. And what I had was a really long directory name, and you can see that my client said bad parameter given to library, so it wasn't able to change into that directory and it couldn't download that file. I've got the ability to interact with a server that's just sending bad data back to the client. I can do client side attacks using this right here. This is just one type of client attack that is possible. There are a number of other fuzzers as well. There are some services that just have client modules that you can play around with just to see if you can break some client applications using these Metasploit modules. For example, this right here, which was an FTP client fuzzer.